Morning, everybody. Hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. I know that my day is looking beautiful. A quick visual descriptor before we get too far along. I have long brown hair, glasses, I'm wearing a gray shirt, a silver bracelet, coffee mug in hand. Behind me, we have some beautiful trees. There's some soft light coming right through the leaves of those trees on the branches behind me. And we're in the gazebo in the public park space near the river. I really like this space for a lot of reasons. One, uh, well, this nice little roof protects me in case the weather turns a little bad. Two, as of late, my reception and signal has been best here. And number three, I can hear the river, I can hear the birds, things like possums and rabbits and squirrels run by. It's pretty nice. I love it. Get your coffee, tea, whatever it may be, whatever gets your day going. I have my coffee in hand, a nice cup of comfort. And it is comforting. I need one more sip, then I can go. Obviously, we've learned a lot over the last 2 years about how the office isn't really necessary. I mean, we don't have to be inside an office somewhere, do we? It almost seems silly to be sitting inside an office, but there are many people who disagree with that. So let me start off by saying the office is a state of mind. State of mind. It's in your head. It's reliant upon almost a work mode. You flip a switch, you go into work mode. And I also realize that for a lot of us, it's going to be easiest to flip that switch if you sit at a desk, if you're in an office, if you can see some coworkers or your boss or whatever it might be. Maybe you have a private office that you rented out and that's where you work. The point is, there's a physical structure to it, which changes your perspective. And for some people, their office might be a truck. It might be a driver's seat. It might be a kitchen. It might be any number of other things. But let me speak specifically to the type of people who are working in a capacity where their office probably requires them to be on the phone, to do video calls, to work on a computer. But this also covers all of you creative, wonderful folks that are my people. The office is most certainly a state of mind. And the most important thing about your office is really being able to get into that state of mind. But I would like to discourage you from attaching work mode to a place. In fact, what I would like to encourage you to do is get up, get outside, and go somewhere else. You don't have to be at a desk. You don't have to be at a desktop computer. If you're a studio artist, you don't have to be in your studio. If you're a musician, you don't have to be inside some soundproof room, maybe with microphones and boards and all of that. What you need is mobility. There's this kind of bad thing about work mode. What it does is it puts us into one line of thinking. And that is what we have to break. Because the office being a state of mind also means that it changes our state of mind. It changes our perspective. It changes how we view what we're supposed to be doing, how we view the world around us, how we modulate our interactions. And because the office is such a thought form, we have a hard time occasionally breaking outside of the normality of thought form. Say you're having a lot of trouble or maybe a lot of stress in your field. One of the reasons could be because of the pressures put on us by that office state of mind, by that thought mode, by that process by which we have to view the world. Suddenly we're in this moment where we feel we have to produce, we have to do, we have to show some sort of progress. We have to have something to show for our work time, as opposed to feeling the reward of doing work. And I know work doesn't seem like it should be something that's rewarding to some of us out there, but work is rewarding. Now, granted, we need to get away from work. We have to do things like take vacations, take weekends off, spend time with friends, family. We have to break away from the office state of mind. But we don't just have to do that for, say, taking time away from work. We should probably also be doing that for improving work. Right now, there's a picnic table in front of me, which my tripod and my phone where I'm streaming from are sitting. This gazebo is currently my office, but I'm outside. I can hear nature. I can hear the river. It entirely changes my perspective about what I should be doing or what I am doing or what I should expect from my work. I also know that at any moment in time, I could look over and I could see small animals. There's a piece to this. And I'm not saying that you have to find your own river and sit down in a gazebo. No, I'm just saying, get up, get out. When I'm at home, and of course my studio and my library and my office space are in my home, when I'm at home, I get into a state of mind. I should be creating graphics. I should be writing. I should be editing. I should be planning my videos. I should be doing so many things. And then the stress sets in. The tension in my shoulders, the stiffness in the neck. You find yourself hunched over a keyboard, clacking away. I'm not trying to be grim, but if you've ever had an office job, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. That burden of what we're supposed to be doing. Good morning over there on Twitch. I'm so glad you're joining us here. Now, whatever your job is, whatever your office looks like, whether it's at a desk, whether it's in a kitchen, whether it's in a studio, whether you work in a factory, whether you deliver packages, whether you are in a truck right now, whether you're delivering mail, whatever your office is, hopefully you don't feel that burden. But if you do, let me encourage you to get outside your office space, your office state of mind. It can be something simple, small, easy. Pop in an earbud or turn on the radio, listen to some music. You turn yourself around somehow, or spend a little time in a completely different location. I know this isn't going to be easy for all of us to use and utilize, but what it is going to be is a chance for you to look at those feelings in a different way. And of course, I'm going to encourage you to get outside or, go to a coffee shop or do something else for your workspace. But if that's not something that's possible for you, then instead attack the office state of mind. confront head on the feeling of stress from the responsibilities that sometimes weigh us down when we're working. Work can and should be rewarding. But if for some reason your work is not rewarding you, start with your mindset. Consider the possibilities of other things, what you could be doing, what you should be doing, what you want to be doing. And if you're someone who directs your own workflow, you're a solopreneur, you're an artist, you have some sort of home-based business, if that's your situation, well, that means your home is your office. Get out of it. Get the heck out of there. Consider working away from home, or consider picking up whatever it is you work with, going for a drive, going for a walk, or leave all the work behind and spend a little time maybe redecorating your home, reworking your office space so that maybe you shift that work mode when it comes in. It's no longer stale. There's something new, something wonderful. We constantly need to adjust the way we interact with the world and ourselves. I don't mean constantly like every single day. I'm just saying you shouldn't stop improving upon your state of being. And look, let's be honest, we all have to work in some way, shape, or form. But that doesn't mean that that work has to bring us discomfort, at least not all the time. So consider getting out of the office state of mind. Consider doing something specifically to make your work experience feel better. And for goodness gracious, take vacations, take weekends off. Do something with your friends, something with your family. Do something for you. And get yourself an extra cup of coffee, tea, whatever it may be. You deserve one. That's good coffee right now. Now, with all of that said, let me just talk to you for a moment about the Art of Feeling and Abstract Art workshop. It's been a whole lot of fun doing this art workshop, getting other people to kind of feel that oomph of art and that joy and expression. The next one is July 16th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and you can sign up on Eventbrite. The link is going to be somewhere nearby. I highly encourage you to sign up. Whether you've never done art or you've been doing it for years, the Art of Feeling is an enjoyable, fun, fluid experience where we're going to talk about how to turn our inner emotions, sensations, feelings that have no names into colors, shapes, a field of interest and intrigue on the canvas. And most certainly, you do not need any specific art supplies, but I do have a recommended art supply list on the listing on Eventbrite, as well as a link to my Amazon storefront where you can buy some budget supplies. But as long as you have something to paint with, something to paint on, and some paint, you are perfectly fine. We will go over techniques, and if you don't have the brushes required for those techniques, use what you have. Abstract art and abstract expression is about fluidity, not rigidity. So we make do with what we have, and we experiment and have fun. And you can have fun with us. But thank you so much for being here. I enjoy these conversations, this time outside. And I look forward to seeing many of you at the Art of Healing. As many of you as want to sign up, please do. They're going to be every month, every third Saturday of the month for the rest of the year. Take care. Be excellent. And I'm going to see you all again real soon. It's been wonderful to spend time with everybody today. Have a beautiful day. Bye, everybody.